going on, everybody? Welcome back. Justin here. As always, thank you for clicking on today's video. I very much appreciate you stopping by. Give this video a like, comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. So today we're going to be talking Kevin Smith, and we're going to be talking Clerks 3, the threequel. Now, before we even get into this, do I know about Masters of the Universe? Yes, I know all about Masters of the Universe. Am I aware of the controversy surrounding Masters of the Universe? Yes, I am. I am fully aware. And ask me, do I care? I say, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Masters of the Universe. I don't care about the controversy surrounding Kevin Smith. I've been a fan of Kevin Smith since the mid-90s, long before Masters of the Universe ever came along. The reboot, that is. I think there's so much hate going around that's just a bunch of misplaced anger from all over the place.
Nonetheless, this series, this part one, was definitively not all about He-Man.
I know some people hold this show near and dear to their heart, and I think a lot of people who are even speaking out like crazy about it probably weren't even that big of a fan of the show. They just want to join in the noise. And it's something that I think people should remember, and I'm not going to linger on this too long. I just know if people see this video, there's going to be comments about it. But the thing that you always got to remember with any remake or reboot or anything that's being jump-started again, you can always go back to the original. It's always going to be there, and 100% of the time, okay, maybe not 100% of the time, and about 90% of the time, 95% of the time, even if something is good, whether it be a remake or a reboot, it's still not going to hit that same nostalgia nerve as the original did. Nothing is ever going to be that good. Nothing is ever going to feel that good as that first time watching these shows. So, Masters of the Universe, he could have given you guys the most amazing show of all time. It's still not going to hit that nostalgia nerve. It's nothing to get worked up about. So, I'm not going to do any spoilers here, but I imagine in part 2, certain characters will probably be back and we can all dry our tears and move on with our lives, okay? So, now with that said, let's get on with the video. Now, my first initiation into Kevin Smith and the Viewisk universe was way back in the early 90s when I was watching Clerks, way before I should have ever watched it. My dad had a VHS collection, but he would buy movies and he wouldn't watch them for a long time. He would keep them in the plastic, so I could not stand to see those movies on the shelf being unwatched. And my young eyes, I was so desperate to see these movies that I've been hearing about but couldn't watch. So what I would do, like I did with Pulp Fiction, is I'd cut the plastic out of the bottom of the VHS and I'd slide the tape out, watch it when my parents weren't home, and then I'd slide the tape back. And I don't know if my dad ever noticed. I don't think I ever got yelled at about it. But I remember my dad distinctly saying that he watched Clerks and he thought it was the stupidest thing he's ever seen, or too vulgar or something. And I remember him telling me that he threw the tape away, the original Clerks VHS. Really, really wild. But now we're getting Clerks 3, and it's going full circle back to the original place where it all started, shooting in the original Quick Stop. Kevin Smith is going to be shooting the entirety of Clerks 3 in New Jersey. The first time he's ever gone back to shoot a movie fully in Jersey since 1993. It's a pretty big deal. My personal favorite comedy movie that he did is Clerks 2, because I think, like Chasing Amy and the other stuff, it was a good mix of the dramatic stuff. And yeah, there's a couple cringe moments just like in every Kevin Smith movie, but Clerks 2, I think he kind of peaked at the comedy level. I love the horror stuff that he did later. Tusk is incredible. I love Tusk. I love Red State. Yoga Hosers admittedly is not one of my favorite movies, nor was Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I'm really hoping that some of the things that I didn't like about Jay and Silent Bob reboot, I end up not seeing in Clerks 3, but I want to be optimistic because I'm rooting for Kevin Smith. I know there's been so much criticism about Kevin Smith and his wokeness and his feminism and the social justice and the political correctness of his movies, and I think everything that he does comes from a good place. And I think maybe as you get older, you just look at the world in a little bit of a different way. I think throughout the years, I'm sure being 50 years old, going through a massive heart attack, you start looking at the world in a little bit different way, okay? So I think maybe that's why he, being that he has a daughter and a wife, and see, leaning into this feminism stuff and all that stuff, and you know, more power to him. I don't have any issue with wokeness or everybody being inclusive or everybody of every color, creed, orientation, all that stuff. I want everybody to feel included, whether it's in the horror genre or comedy or anything. I don't like when it feels overly forced, and that's what I don't want to see in Clerks 3. I want it to feel natural, so it's all up in the air. It's been picked up by Lionsgate for distribution. Going to be shooting it starting next week, the beginning of August. In New Jersey. He just posted a picture of the first table read. They read through all the characters. The whole gang is back. All of the original crew, including Randall, Jeff Anderson is back. Him and Kevin Smith have patched up everything. I know there was some money issues and all kinds of things going, but it's gone full circle. I'm glad to see Elias is going to be back. I love that character. Clerks 2 has so many classic bits. All the Elias stuff, the pillow pants stuff, the Lord of the Rings bits. I just hope that it feels true to the series. I hope it fits the vibe of Clerks. Jay and Silent Bob reboot, a lot of the issues that I had with that is that it literally felt like watching Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back again, but just not done as well with a lower budget. So I hope for Clerks 2 he doesn't rely just solely on the same jokes, but the basic premise of Clerks was changed after his heart attack. He almost died of a heart attack, and he went back and completely rewrote the script for Clerks 3. So basically, the story is Jeff Anderson's character, Randall, has a massive heart attack, the same heart attack that Kevin Smith has. He reflects on his life, and he decides to, in a very meta way in the Clerks universe, to make a film documenting his life and sort of remembering his life at the Quick Stop. So he shoots a movie inside of the Quick Stop. Dante and Randall shooting a movie inside the Quick Stop is about as meta as Kevin Smith has ever gotten, and I am here for it. I am really, really excited for Clerks 3. I'm going to stay optimistic, even though, yes, I have my skepticism about Clerks 3. I'm sure a lot of you guys do too, but ultimately I am optimistic, and I want this to be good so bad. Please let Clerks 3 be good. So I'll keep you guys posted on everything Clerks 3. There's not a lot of news as far as super in-depth details about the script. That's just the basic premise. Randall has a heart attack and he wants to make a movie inside the Quick Stop. It's going to be starting filming in August 2021 at the time we're watching this, which is next week, and it's filming all inside the real Quick Stop on location in New Jersey with all the original cast. So that is it. That is the story, guys. Let me know what you think. Sorry about all the ranting today. A lot of opinion in this news video, which I don't normally do. I normally just try to talk about it. But Kevin Smith is, I'm a big fan of the guy, and I'm rooting for him. So let me know what you guys think. Drop your comments down below, and I think we're done here, guys. Stay weird. Always be yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies. I love watching them, and I love making them.